This is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, it is Giving Tuesday, and Pikeville Medical Center held a news conference this afternoon to announce a donation foundation. The first campaign to raise money deals with the new Children's Hospital. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher was there to learn why officials chose this cause.
Pikeville Medical Center CEO Donovan Blackburn says this is just the first step in the whole process.
Pikeville Medical Center has had a foundation for several years, but it's been very dormant.
The announcement marked a relaunch of the Pikeville Medical Center Foundation.
And then to announce our first real campaign, which will be our upcoming Children's Hospital.
The foundation is an avenue for anyone from local community members to corporations to give back.
This has been a very giving community, and we want to give them a mechanism to be able to do so.
Blackburn says each donation is a building block to provide better care.
Making an investment will allow us to walk faster, sooner, and more quick.
Blackburn says he is excited to see the pediatric unit expand. In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
And coming up later at 6, you'll hear more about how you can donate.
Well, it's been another gloomy day here in the mountains, but at least we're not dealing with that snow anymore. It's been on the chilly side as well. And we're still hanging on to those clouds across the area, looking into Buffalo Mountain, maybe starting to break a little bit and still seeing a little bit of a dusting up there. But looking over into the Mountain Parkway, looking at drier conditions and still dealing with those gloomy conditions as well. There's those clouds throughout the day, maybe a few snow showers up into parts of Charleston and our counties up there to parts of West Virginia. But for us here in Eastern Kentucky, Virginia, and even down into Tennessee, we've remained on that drier side. Those temperatures, though, they are chilly. 34 right now in Jackson, 35 Prestonsburg, near freezing in Pikeville, below freezing in Wise, and even seeing those low to mid 30s down into parts of the Cumberland Valley. So we'll continue to see that as we head into tonight. Temperatures really remaining into about those mid to upper 30s, but sunshine returns as we head into tomorrow. Warmer temperatures are on the way, and when we see more scattered rain chances back in the forecast, I'll have those details coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Paige, thank you. Officials from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office say they arrested a man they have searched months for. Walter Darling is accused of impersonating a peace officer and pulling over a woman. Officials say he held that woman at knife point and made her drive to a hayfield. Officials say he then tried to sexually assault her.
I think Laurel Countyans can feel a little bit safer right now. They're out shopping and doing fun things with their families, and I think they can feel just a little bit safer because we have this guy behind bars.
Officials say they do believe there is another person involved in this case. They say they are expecting to make another arrest soon. California Senator Kamala Harris ended her 2020 presidential campaign today. She told her senior staff about the decision this morning and later sent an email to supporters. Harris struggled to move her low poll numbers in recent months. The senator acknowledged financial pressures led to her decision, saying she could not fund her own campaign. Virginia gun activists are celebrating after a vote to make Louisa County a Second Amendment sanctuary. The move to become a sanctuary comes after November's elections that put Democrats in control of the State House. Democratic Governor Ralph Northam says his party's leaders will push for gun control measures. A number of counties in Virginia passed or are considering resolutions to declare themselves gun sanctuaries. The House Intelligence Committee is expected to vote this evening on a report summarizing its impeachment inquiry. The report is expected to say President Donald Trump held up military aid to Ukraine and a coveted White House meeting while he and top officials pressured the country's president to investigate his political rival, Joe Biden.
The president believed, obviously, this would help his reelection campaign, and he was willing to use the full force of his office to leverage Ukraine to do these sham investigations.
Yesterday, Republicans released a minority report saying there is no firsthand evidence that the president improperly pressured the Ukrainian president. The Intelligence Committee is expected to vote this evening to approve the report, and the House Judiciary Committee holds its first impeachment hearing tomorrow, featuring 4 constitutional experts discussing the historical precedent for impeaching a president. Well, the president is in London, England for a 2-day NATO summit. President Trump met with French President Emmanuel Macron just hours After lashing out at the European ally, the French president said NATO is brain dead because of a lack of U.S. leadership.
When France makes a statement like they made about NATO, it's a very dangerous statement for them to make.
While the president defended NATO from criticism by the French president, President Trump unloaded on members of the alliance for not contributing enough in defense spending. President Trump is discussing more tariffs, this time on French cheese, beauty products, handbags, and other items. This is in response to a new French digital services tax that impacts large U.S. companies like Facebook and Google. The proposed tariffs could cause a greater wedge between members of the European Union and President Trump. The U.S. already hit $7.5 billion worth of European goods in October over subsidies to plane maker Airbus. France's finance minister said the European Union would be ready to retaliate strongly. Kelley Blue Book reports the average price for a light vehicle is up just 1%. Sales numbers are down more than 2%, and vehicles are staying on lots longer. That led to bigger deals and discounts as dealers struggle to clear inventory. One bright spot is the Hyundai Kia. Thanks to new three-row SUVs and electric vehicles, the company saw a 10% jump in prices this year. Honda saw its prices fall by 2% in the U.S., but its Civic models stood out and managed to gain 3%. The average price for a light vehicle last month was $38,393. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Tuesday afternoon. The Dow closes down today more than 280 points. Coming up on First at 4, while most of us saw very little snow around here yesterday, a record-breaking storm is impacting millions in other parts of the country.
And we are seeing some sunshine in the forecast, but how long will it last? More on that coming up.